Handheld laser welding is a relatively new technology of joining metals together, and it's especially good for difficult welding processes of very thin materials where you may have previously had to use TIG welding and a very skilled welder. Um, Handheld laser welding is efficient, it's relatively easy to do, it uses a minimal amount of energy, and it can rapidly increase your productivity and reduce your operating costs. Most handheld laser welders use a fiber laser, which will generate an infrared laser beam, which is actually invisible to the human eye. And because of this, and due to the power levels of the Class 4 laser, there are many risks to the human eye from reflections. When you're using a handheld laser welder to weld two pieces of metal together, you're going to generate a weld pool, which is a molten sphere of metal, which is basically then like a spherical mirror. And that spherical mirror can reflect up to 60% of that laser energy in many different directions. So the operator of the laser welder will be protected by default because they should be wearing protective goggles and protective PPE, which will protect them from the laser emissions. But any passers-by or any co-workers will not be protected. So it's essential that we protect them and their eyesight from any reflected laser beams. An enclosure provides a protective barrier between the laser process and any co-workers or passers-by. That protective barrier obviously protects their eyesight, but also resists against any thermal results of lasers, reflections going astray, and will prevent any mechanical damage to anything else. As well as protecting eyesight, it's also really important that we protect any passers-by from any particulates or any fumes that are generated during the laser process. Typically, when you're welding with lasers, the particulates can be a little bit smaller than with traditional arc welding technologies, and therefore they can be a little bit more harmful. So we need to make sure that all of those particulates and fumes are captured at source and contained as much as possible. Kairos offers a range of standard enclosures which are suitable for laser welding, handheld laser welding, and automated laser welding as well. We also offer bespoke design and installation of enclosures. So if you have a particularly large or awkward workpiece, we can design an enclosure to suit your workspace and your workflow. In addition to that, all of our enclosures are modular using our modular guarding system, and we have a range of many options, including some large format telescopic sliding doors, roof options, vision windows, and CCTV systems. All of our enclosures come fitted with internal power distribution, meaning that you've got the circuit breakers and the sockets inside the enclosure for you to plug in your laser welder, a wire feed if you're utilizing one, a local extraction unit. And as well as that, we include LED lighting throughout, and illuminated warning signage, as well as an interlock on the door, of course, to shut down the laser should somebody enter the enclosure whilst a welding operation is in process. Please do contact us if you're looking at starting a laser welding process, and we'd be happy to help you with the safety requirements.